Hey guys, Bro Soup Champions here, and today in that intro clip you saw me taking snapshots, and as you can tell by the title of the video, I'll be teaching you how to take a snapshot. It's probably my most recommended video I've ever been asked to do. So here it is. I'll be using my regular RBZ, but I also got a new stick, RBZ 100. Just gonna show you guys that. 75 Flex Landeskog, really nice stick. Bit heavier than the RBZ, a bit taller, so I'm not gonna use that for the video, but I'll be using my regular RBZ. So the snapshot takes a couple steps, and I'll go step by step, and yeah, so here's the first step to the snapshot. Alright, so the first step is the wind up, and probably the most simple step. It's the same, pretty much the same exact as the wrist shot. All you're going to do is pull back like this, stick handle. If you're in a game, you're probably just skating like this, stick handling, and then you're going to pull back and rip the shot. So it's basically the same. You're just going to pull back like this, and I like to keep it at the toe of my stick when I'm taking a snapshot. This is personal preference. Some people may like to take the snapshots on the heel. It's not my thing. Or what I like to do too is have the puck at the heel like this. See, the puck at the heel, and I'll bring it forward and slowly drag it to my toe and then snap. So here I'll show you guys the camera. I'll show the camera. Here we go. So it's like this, like that. Faster is like that, like that, and just regular would be starting at the toe. You can start pretty much anywhere you want. Personally, I think the toe is the best place to start with the puck. So the second step is the follow through, which I'll show you now. Alright, so the follow through, which is probably one of the most important things about a snapshot. So there's two ways you can do it. You can either kick your leg up, or you can just keep it stationary. So the first way is what you'll see a lot of YouTubers do. They'll just keep their right leg stationary if they're righty. They'll pull back and then snap like that. But on ice, you'll see a lot of pros. They will kick their leg up when they're shooting. It supposedly generates more power, and yeah, it's basically it. So I'll show you the two ways. So here's what I do on dry land a lot more than ice. So here we go. See that one a lot, and you also see this in the NHL more than what you'll see on YouTube. I recommend checking out my video, Sick Overall Hockey Snipes. I'll link it in the description, because that's a good example of the two shots, the two follow-throughs on snapshots. So here's the other one. So that's the follow-through.
They're never dusts. Bang! Ender. Victory in game number 1 this season for the Dallas Stars.
Alright, now the most important part, which separates it from a wrist shot, is the release. So here is what you'd see on a wrist shot. Basically, the whole time the puck will stay on your blade. You're not going to ever kind of separate it from the blade. So here's what a wrist shot will look like in slow motion. You're going to pull it, keep it on the blade, and wrist. And a snapshot in slow motion would look different. It'd be like this. Kind of like that. But in fast motion, here's a wrist shot. It's a lot harder to tell when you're going fast. Here's a snapshot. And someone, I think a Thunder Sniper, sorry if I got the name wrong, was asking me what the snapping sound when I shoot. He said he thinks it makes my shots harder. Yeah, so the snapping sound is basically the release. So when you're going to take a snapshot, you're going to want it on the toe, or you're going to want to drag it from the toe to the heel. So let me just adjust the camera. So going toe to heel, you're going to go drag, 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 weight transfer, and then snap. So here's that method in fast motion. I don't like this as much as just shooting straight from the toe. Here's toe to heel, like that, and just on the toe, which I hear the snapping sound pretty clearly, is this. You're just gonna drag, weight transfer, and snap the stick, snap your wrist. It's pretty simple. Once you get it down, once you get it a couple times, you'll never forget it. So here's the other method, doing the toe to heel. and extend the hands to get more power. Use the flex in your stick for when you're kicking back. I feel like you can get more flex when you're doing that method. And the other method, again, is just snapping on the toe. So pretty simple there. I'll show you guys in slow motion the snapshot, so here it is. Alright, so in the slow motion you probably saw the puck going like this, very quickly, get away from the stick, but then I quickly shot, so it kind of looked like this. I'll over-exaggerate, like that. Don't worry, you don't want to do what I just did. You're going to want to still do it as fast as you can. You won't even notice it. Like it looks like a wrist shot from, if I'm looking down at the puck, it looks just like a wrist shot. So here it is. But the snapping of your wrist really changes it. So make sure when you're following through, you're going to snap your wrist. And that's why you hear the snapping sound, and that's to answer your question, I think the Thunder Sniper. So that's to answer your question, that's why you hear the snapping. It's basically the snapping of the wrist, which is why it's called the snapshot. So that's basically how you take it. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or need me to clarify anything, just comment below. I appreciate the view, and comment, rate, and subscribe.